Hello everybody, welcome back. This is Stefan playing Stellaris, and today we're going to continue on with episode 7 of our series of playing tall on the Grand Admiral difficulty. So let's resume. So what I'm also thinking about doing is making another strategy sort video, and this time it's going to be either about technology or war, and I would really like your guys' input on that. I will leave 2 comments below the video, one saying technology, the other saying war, and whichever gets more likes, I will do a video on that. Hopefully there's going to be enough responses so that I can actually make a judgment, and hopefully there aren't just going to be like 2 comments with 0 replies. That'd be kind of sad. Anyways, today we're going to continue on and continue with our internal expansion. So to be on track to getting megastructures, we're going to need 0-point technology within this or the next episode, and hopefully we can achieve it sooner rather than later. Also, eventually I'm going to want to save up some influence and embrace one of my factions, and eventually move away from pacifism, because, you know, pacifism is kind of boring after a while, and after we get our first megastructure, we'll start some wars. Why not? But anyways, last episode we fended off a war from the Ixi Citizen Republic, and yeah, it was all good. We managed to defend Tyrim, but our stupid allies decided to go into the United Technor Holdings to like sort of flank them. I was also sort of confused on the non-aggression covenant, and there is a big requirement that the non-aggression pacts have to be with neighbors. And even though defensive pact is like one step next to a non-aggression pact, it still doesn't count as it. So we're gonna have to break the defensive pact and form a non-aggression pact to please our internal strength center. That way we also get some extra influence. In fact, we have 6.5 influence per month that way. This is gonna leave us at a greater risk of invasion by the United Technor Holdings, and I'm gonna have to remedy that by building up another little fleet. Also, the wars from last episode just continue, and yeah, the Utopia Star Dynasty just keeps growing and growing. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that because they don't actually like us anymore. But the fact that I stopped being in a defensive pact with these guys actually does mean that we can possibly form a non-aggression pact with them. However, we don't quite have the resources to make it worth our while. There's also a thing I certainly want to check out, and it's that wormhole travel may or may not create a neighbor for us. And I'd like to see that appear in the neighbor map mode, for example. Maybe we're going to be able to please the internal strength center even further with a non-aggression protocol. Also, it seems that the devs were lazy and didn't do an icon for amoeboid pacification. And I bet the reason why that didn't get fixed is because no one actually went for it. So hopefully that gets fixed. Also, I'm quite surprised that we haven't encountered any artists yet. We have traders, we have curators, but no autists. And that is quite a shame. There's also a very suspicious lack of fallen empires in this whole galaxy. I mean, I assume there's one right here and one right here, but that's only 2. I've queued up 3 fallen empires to spawn, so maybe the fact that we have like 20 empires in the galaxy block them out, which does suck. Oh, finally we're not funding the United Technor Holdings. That's nice. They are equivalent to us though, so they're probably not gonna attack. And these guys will be equivalent soon enough too. Oh, finally! There they are, the artisan troop. Awesome. A visitor. This is a joyous occasion indeed. Oh, forgive my manners. I believe introductions are in order. We are the Autist Troop. Our members have dedicated their lives to the pursuit of autism, music, culture, and all other things that make the existence bearable to a sapient being. Please, if you would like to share in the wonder of our creations, do not hesitate to contact us. Well, I would love to be enriched by their fine arts, and I'd like to be a patron of these guys. That's going to increase our monthly unity. Also, I am going to want to buy a couple of these art monuments too, to place on my worlds. I also love the fact that even though AI is completely banned in our empire, we still have some crazies with custom AI assistants. It's like, no, you're not allowed to do that.
Warning, we are subject to a declaration of war.
No, not this again. God damn it. Okay, who was that this time? United Ignore Holdings? Really? You guys are equivalent to us. Well, we do have a lot of influence, so we can actually probably make some claims while we're at it. That should be good. This way we can just take this whole chunk of space and make a single choke point right here. That way we'll be in a similar situation against them as with the Ixie Citizen Republic. Unfortunately though, I'll have to push the map quite a bit. Unfortunately though, our naval capacity is clearly inferior to theirs, so that may pose a bit of a threat. Also, good news, we have hyper shields. What that means is that we're at the level of tier 4 technology, finally, and now we can just start researching cheap stuff to hopefully get it out of the pool. Plus we can get some cool techs out of that. Okay, what do we have here? We have 4K versus 3K. This may not turn out too well, actually. But we do have Unox Mall stationed right here, and so we can just set that as a home base and make a strategic excursion over to Turbano. Also, the fact that their mainland is over here means that they're not going to mobilize their fleet until about a year in the war, so I have ample time to do stuff, you know, to do stuff without any punishment. Also, it would be quite ironic if we turn militarist, and in fact, we might be able to do that if we get a faction going for militarism. And in that case, we can just go from a pacifist spiritualist empire to a militaristic materialist one. That'd be pretty cool. For now, I might be able to get a different leader for some of my fleets, and maybe help my fleet out when fighting against the menace of the invading Xenos. Oh dang, we have more crop circles and more religion on Galan. Eventually they're just gonna be spiritualists, and in fact, I mean, they're spiritualists and pacifists, which is just perfect. They're just like us. Also, I would love to get some covert infiltration up and running, and maybe annex their planet. Their species isn't too bad. We could always just deport them if we need to, but the problem with being a fanatic pacifist is that we can't just invade their planet, which is quite unfortunate. Oh yeah, and speaking of Xenos and their planets, I kind of want to do a run in which I enlighten a species. To be clear, when I'm talking about enlightening a species, I'm talking about uplifting a pre-sapient species that can be found on a planet, and then let them completely replace our own species. Because if we enlighten a species, they get a 20% bonus to happiness if they're on our planets, plus they get some pretty good traits. And that wouldn't really be a series, it would be like more of a one-off episode, and I probably wouldn't be doing it on Grand Admiral. And yeah, also, the next run may just be a Grand Admiral one, except without scaling. That'll be quite a challenge, but that is certainly doable. Anyways, let's see how this battle plays out. This is a major victory for us. Also, we got some extra naval capacity going, and now we can go for gene tailoring too. Now that is quite interesting because I'm actually going to be able to infiltrate these scrubs over here. Also, with our boosted naval capacity, we're now equivalent to them, even though they should be getting around a 50% bonus to their naval capacity from the Grand Admiral scaling. That means that I should be able to start building up this fleet as well. Now, what I certainly could have done is waited just a little bit and let the war exhaustion tick up, but this is a could-have, should-have situation right here. Also, there is certainly a possibility of us moving up enough to start claiming even more systems, which will be excellent. Anyways, now we get 0 point. This is probably one of the best episodes so far. Excellent. So it's going to take 86 months. And actually, we might be able to finish our diplomacy tree before we get mega engineering, because mega engineering is a whole technology on its own, which will add another 10 years or so to the time it takes to actually get it. That means that we have ample chance to get our first megastructure going by year 2290. And if that's the case, that'll be the earliest I've had megastructures so far. Okay, I see their fleet right here, and actually, they only have 3.5k fleet power. And in fact, even if we just engage them with both my fleets, that could work out. So that's what I'm gonna try to do. Okay, it looks like they have their little supplemental fleet with about 0.9k fleet power, and that's gonna be no problem. Also, these guys seem to be going at the starbase itself, over at Trabano, and that's gonna be pretty easy to fend off. I hope to get there in time though, because there is a chance that we might not make it. Oh no, they changed their mind, shit. Yeah, I forgot the AI can do that. So now they're gonna attack this starbase, which means that these guys are also gonna get intercepted. That means that we're gonna wanna merge up my fleets over in Kianus instead of Salmonik, and we might as well engage their 6th star order. Any of our fleets can do that very easily. Okay, now they're actually moving towards Turbano, but now that both my fleets are here, it doesn't really matter whether we engage them with a spaceport or without one. Hopefully they don't turn around right after entering the system though. Nope, they're not gonna do that. No, they will do that, alright. Well, let's see, they have a lot of destroyers and corvettes, and we just have cruisers. And our cruisers don't have afterburners. That means that we're not going to be able to catch up to them, which means that we're going to have to go around them. Oh, they have turned back once more. Okay. Okay, interesting. So it looks like their 2nd fleet came up. That means that we're going to be able to engage that right now. Yep, we have defeated their fleet quite easily. And now we're gonna go ahead and take down their other fleet, which is in the process of taking down our station, which is quite unfortunate. We also have a Federation Association offer, which is great because I'll be able to build trust with these guys over here. Okay, let's see if my fleets actually manage to make it. Easy, okay. That means that we're going to be able to go on a warpath and maybe even achieve our war goals. But honestly, we don't even need to achieve our war goals. Because if we just settle the status quo and we have systems occupied, they just get transferred to us. Also, these guys are now equivalent to us, which is also great. Okay, you know what? We may actually be able to reach all the way to Dingal, and Dingal is a very juicy system, so that'd be very nice. Also, our research capacity is growing very nicely with all of our habitats, and yeah, that's quite nice. Oh no, looks like Galan is now becoming xenophobic, and one of their pops converted. Wow. Oh, interesting. So this war is actually an annexation attempt. Looks like they actually have quite a few claims on our systems. Let's see here. It is unfortunate that I can't like physically check out their claims territory-wise, but we do see that they're intent on claiming 7 systems, and yeah, that'd be like a 1/4 of our territory. They have regrouped and now attacking a starbase. They have no chance though. We have also hit for full war exhaustion mode, but I really would like to claim the 2 remaining systems before doing anything.
Alien Federation 4.
There's also a lot of federations going on. Well, it's all the Federation builders building a federation, so yeah, fulfilling their destiny. Good for them. Ooh, shit. Okay, so this may pose a bit more of a threat than I initially thought. We also have that concluded. Gene tailoring, now we can order a covert infiltration of Galan. Yeah, let's do it. Monthly cost 10 energy, 5 society. It is quite odd that that would take up society. Also, the fact that we're not getting the 10 society from this means that we're actually losing 15. which is actually quite a big chunk of our production. Fortunately though, these guys are a bit damaged, and so we're going to actually take less losses than we would with a full fleet. In fact, we may actually be able to deal with both of their fleets, with both of my fleets. And that'd be quite nice. Okay. These guys actually jumped right on top of me, which is not something that I want, considering the fact that we have a lot of medium and large weapons, and they have a lot of small weapons. But it doesn't matter anyway. I don't think we're gonna lose any ships. And in fact, we lost nothing. And we gained some extra tech research options. So we're just gonna warp over here with a couple of my science ships. Overall though, right now I'm in the process of completely humiliating the United Tignor holdings because they attacked trying to take a fourth of my territory, and they get a fourth of their territory taken back in return. Yeah, it actually looks like we have 3 technologies that we can get from researching all this debris, and since we have quite a few chunks of debris, we're going to be able to research those 3 technologies completely. Anyways, now we get to keep an eye on infiltration of Galan. Our initial infiltration cells have landed in Galan, but they are having some difficulty establishing their new identities. There have been several incidents in which cell members were exposed to aliens, necessitating the immediate termination of all witnesses. This brought unwanted attention to the Nexi authorities, requiring our operatives to lay low for a while. Fortunately, this will result in a slight delay to this phase of the operation. That sucks. I wonder if my station will actually engage that. Probably not. The small astrometric lab on our observation post orbiting Galan has detected a Class 4 asteroid on incoming trajectory. Unless action is taken, it will impact the planet's northern hemisphere with enough force to cause an extinction-level event. Our mission with passive observation, actually it's active observation, would typically prohibit us from intervening, but many of our scientists have argued for an exception in this case. To do nothing would mean to condemn the Nectroxy civilization of Galan to certain death. Yeah. I know in previous versions of the game the station would just not engage, but looks like they fixed that. The asteroid that was heading towards Galan has been destroyed before it could reach the planet's surface. What fragments that reached the atmosphere burned up safely before they can cause any harm. Aside from having witnessed what might have been a spectacular meteor shower, the primitive aliens and the Troxy civilization have no idea how close to extinction they just came. Nor will they. Well, actually, they're a space-level civilization, so that means that they probably have some observation on this asteroid that was coming towards them. But anyways, we have now captured Dungal, and we can settle the status quo. Or we can actually achieve war goals. Yep, now we can achieve our war goals and conquer them. We have been forced to end this conflict to spare innocent lives, but continue on this path and we will unite the galaxy against you. Unite the galaxy against the fanatic pacifists. Alright. Now we will be able to build up a little spaceport around Dungal A and fortify it. So overall, this is probably the best war I've had so far, and yeah. Anyways, I would like to do one last thing. I would like to actually explore this neural wormhole and see if the internal strength center actually likes that or not. We have the Keepers of Knowledge, a stagnant ascendancy. Yes, we've heard it all before. We are the Costronova Conservers, and you are the Admirable Lithian League. Greetings, well met. Stay out of our space, or face certain doom, and so forth. Now, if you'll excuse us, we're quite busy. Yeah, being decadent. I guess I can't get the non-aggression protocol going and make these guys even more happy. That is quite a shame. You know, now thinking about it, expanding with a fanatic pacifist empire is actually not that bad. We might want to go for galactic dominance with this run, as ironic as it may seem going with fanatic pacifists. I mean, all we need to do for that is build up our economy, partially destroy our fleet, rival and insult some neighbors, have them attack us, build up our fleet once more, defend, and capture their land. We don't actually have any penalties to claims, and that means that we're able to expand if we want. Anyways, if you enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. And don't forget to cast a vote on what you want to see a strategic episode on. So thanks for watching, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.